Hi there, I'm Sten Iversen, FAE for Altium, covering the Nordic countries. I work from home office in Randers, Denmark. In this tech tip, I will show you how our customers can use their own warehouse inventory as part choices in Concur Pro. As you know, most of our customers are working with professional electronics. This implies that they either have their own PCBA manufacturing line or is using external electronic manufacturing services. This means that they have a lot of components on stock, and these components most likely have been purchased either directly from the manufacturer or with special discounts due to volume. Therefore, component prices presented in Altium Concur Pro from distributors like Mouser, Farnell and others can only be seen as price indication. To get their component prices, they have to ask procurement. Procurement will then look up the components in warehouse inventory and get the price. Sometimes designers can do this lookup themselves, but it's still cumbersome work and disrupt design flows. But what if they could use the warehouse inventory directly in Altium Concur Pro, getting availability and price directly while they are designing the project? This will reduce workload for both the designer and procurement, making it easier to hit the target price at first shot. Let me show you how it works.
So here I'm looking at a database for our warehouse inventory. I have the manufacturer's name here. I have the manufacturer part numbers. I have some various information related to the part. I have the unit price, I have the available stock, and I have the currency related to the unit price. So if we look at how we use this in Concur Pro, so let me just switch to Concur Pro here. I will log in like this. And I'll go for the admin section here, and I will look at part providers. And as you can see here, I have the Altium part providers, which is currently enabled, and I have my warehouse part providers, which is also enabled. So let's see how that is set up. Currently, you can see it's related to an Access database, but the way that you build this here is pressing this button, build, and then you choose the database. And as you can see, we have a lot of options here. We have Access database, Excel sheets, ODBC data sources, SQL servers, and Oracle is also possible. Once you have selected this one, you'll simply say connect, and it will connect to the database. After that, you will link the various fields from the system, the Concur Pro system here, and the tables inside your database here. For instance, like manufacturing name, this is a system parameter here. This is linked to the column called manufacturer in my database. So you set this up quite like we do it in database libraries. So let's see how it works in Altium. Let's switch to Altium, like here. So here, if I'm searching for a component here, let's search for the device here, PIC. I have this PIC device here, and if I look at part choices, I currently have part information from my warehouse here. You can see I hold a stock of 50, and the unit price is 50 euro cent. And I also have information from DigiKey, Farnell, and all the others also. So looking at project, in this project here, I have placed 2 devices of this PIC16F. And if I look at the active bill of material, like here, you can currently see that I have all the information related to that chip coming from my warehouse here. I have the supplier stock here. I have 50 of them, and the unit price is 0.5 euro here, and the total amount for this project, which holds 2 of them, is then 1 euro, of course, here. Now, what happens if we change something in the database? So let's, for instance, try and adjust the available stock to 100. Let's do this. Going back to Altium here. And then I simply need to refresh. It will load data, and the supplier stock is now 100. The same goes, of course, for price. So with this tech tip, I wanted to show you that in Concur Pro we can have component prices and availability from distributors and your own warehouse. Now this will reduce workload for both designers and procurement, and will give designer instant warehouse information, not having to look up parts in other tools, but stay in design mode with Altium Designer and Concur Pro.